Hello everybody. Welcome back. It's been a while. Some news. I left school. Random applause for me, I guess. I found an old channel that I used to have with people in it. One person in particular that I don't know who is, and I need to go and check the comments on because I need to make sure that if people have actually responded. It's like a really old friend of mine. I know one of them, but the camera guy, I have no clue who he is. I'm gonna take these off; they're glary. I thank you so much for 16 subscribers. It's the most I've ever had, to be honest. I've had 3 to 5 in the past. I never thought I was gonna get this high of a number. I never thought I was gonna go in the teens. Thank you a lot. I'm going to plan. I'm gonna get a calendar. I'm gonna plan a bunch of videos out. There's the second channel that we have. It's the gaming channel. We won't be posting on that so far because we're trying to figure out how to get audio along with the video. So if you could please in the comments down below let me know how you do that. Also, Pride Month, hey ho, I've got all my Pride stuff. Happy about it as well. I've got a top, I've got this bandana, I've got a gay lanyard whistle. I've also got gay sunglasses and a lei, as well as what are they called? Paper straws. But it's Pride Month. Very happy about that. One thing I'm not happy about though is I've got a couple things. I've bought a couple things because of myself. First off, I've got this new first aid kit. It isn't really a first aid kit, it's more of a plaster kit, and I'll show you what I mean. It is full of plasters. I can't really tip it. It's full of plasters. You've got spot plasters, small plasters, medium plasters, large plasters. I need my glasses, I can't read them. Clear plasters, fabric strips, 2 gauze pads, and an extra large plaster. It's just a bunch of plasters, really. Me being me, I had to buy it because, well, I have anxiety and I like to be anxious. So I have no clue what I'm going to film. I will ask my friends what I should film. And I will keep in touch with them and see what they say. But for now, I actually don't have any idea. So if you do have any ideas, please post it down in the comments. I need help. It's hay fever season, which means I need my hay fever tablets, as well as nose strips that help me breathe, because I can't breathe over the night time. Because why? Because my hay fever likes to stop me breathing. One of my friends gave me a cute little book. I was wondering what it is. I opened it up, and voila, revealing a cute little diamond necklace with 2 love heart diamond earrings. Very gorgeous. Very, very gorgeous. Oh! I bought a face mask stick. So do you know those green sticks that you see on TikTok where it's like a face mask and then, wow, seeds come out your face? Seeds don't come out your face, love. This is a watermelon face mask stick. So I will be doing that in my next video. I might do a nighttime routine tonight. So look forward to that. I'm probably just gonna name this little update or whatever. Like I mentioned, I left school. So I asked one of my teachers if I could have something to that arrow. There we go. Oh my god. What the heck? Oh, right. There's a yellow one of these, but I took the stick out of it. This is annoying me. I'm going to go and get it. Give me a second. Come here, please. Oh, don't knock over my lamp. There we go. Yellow. Put that together real quick. God, that's the bottom of it. I'm not having that at the top. Okay. So, my drama teacher gave me these flags. Now, what we used these for in class was she gave us a task. And obviously, at the start of the class, no one would be done. So, she gave us a red flag to signify that that group was not done with their task. If you got semi there, but you still had to change some things, or you were halfway to finishing it, she gave you a yellow flag. They are gorgeous. I'm thinking of making a stand for them. They're a bit creased though. I need to iron them. And then if you were finished, you had a green flag. If you got the green flag first, your class team was the best. Okay, your class team probably had that one person that did all the work, and then everyone else just copied it down. That's why you were so fast at it. Trying to think. Oh right, I got my room remodeled and redecorated, as you can see. Voila. Love my curtains. I also love the lights up here, as well as the lights over here. My mama is there, and then my dog, Staffordshire Terrier. His name is Rocky. Gorgeous. And me as a little kid. Before I ever... That's actually when I had my first ever YouTube channel. And I started... I think I got like 3 subscribers on that before I went like, nah, I'm not going to do this, because my nan kept pushing me down. I also have a lanyard, because I went to... Oh, story time, really quickly. So, I went on Monday, last Monday, I went to Southend-on-Sea Adventure Island. One of my friends, I'm not going to name names, but she... I hate the security guard there now. But she... bear in mind, right, the ride operators, the security people, both of those, and the theme park employees are all supposed to be first aid trained, right? First aid trained. Now, I'm an air cadet, and I get first aid trained at my school, because they like to do that to us. I don't get first aid trained at my school, actually. I am the dummy at my school. But, as an air cadet, I got taught RAF first aid, so it's higher than normal first aid. I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But, as far as I'm concerned, RAF first aid, even if you are a cadet, is higher than normal first aid. Now, at this time, I'd only just passed my certificate again, because they had to change it. But all the steps were the same. Doctor's CBAC, danger response, critical bleed, airway breathing, and CPR. We don't really check for circulation anymore, because it takes too long. But what happened was, she was sitting on the ride, the turtle ride there, and the turtle swing, and it's lucky she did it as when she did, because the ride operator said it was about to stop. So the turtle came down, and you know, as it, like, you stop and you come down and you keep going backwards and forwards like that, and then eventually you reach the ground. Her feet touches the ground, and she goes, "Louis, I feel like I'm going to throw up." So I look at her and I go, "No, do not throw up. Do not. Especially not on this ride." So she decides not to listen. Well, her body decides not to listen, so she throws up, obviously, and then she just says halfway between, you know when you throw up and then you've got that little gap where you can breathe or speak? She spoke to me, and she said, "Help." She drew up again, like, hunched over now, and I said to her, just let it all out, because I can't really stop it at that point. It's already going. Might as well let it out. Whatever it's happened, it's happened. Now, I asked her all the normal things because it was a really, really hot day then. I asked her all the natural questions about heat stroke and the ways to spot them. And she came up with kind of, sort of, and that stuff. So that gave me kind of like, okay, she might have mild heat stroke or she has mild symptoms of it. So I diagnosed her with mild heat stroke, but also she had not had anything to eat or drink, so she's dehydrated. She has an empty belly, not very good. The only thing she had then is a Coke in the morning, very fizzy, not really good for you to the first thing, and McDonald's breakfast pancakes. She had 2.5 of those because she literally just kept saying, "Oh yeah, I've only had 2.5," and I said you should have eaten more, but still. So the thing that annoys me is that the ride operator didn't emergency stop the ride and go over to her. No. I had to call her over. Honey, you're first aid trained. You are supposed to go to any person that is ill, cut, or throwing up in your ride at any moment. If you need to leave that booth, hit the emergency button and go. What she did was she literally just kept lowering the ride and just stood there watching me until I went, "Come on." And that's when she actually finally got the ride to stop. Not by emergency button, no. She kept holding the button. She was like, "Okay." And then she went over to us. I hated this because it wasted time. She might have just passed out. She didn't, by the way. She's fine now. But she just stood there like this. And I said, "Have you got a first aid kit?" She was like, "No." Another thing that annoys me about it, why don't they have first aid kits in their booths? They should have that. They have a fire extinguisher. Why don't they have a first aid kit? What if someone's on fire? They've just caught 3rd-degree burns. Uh-oh, what are you going to do? Grab the burn gel out of your first aid kit that's halfway down the park? It's not going to work, honey. She then says, "Do you want me to call the first aider?" My 2 friends are standing at the entrance gate, right? And exit gate. And everyone is there at the entrance gate just looking, waiting to get on the ride. I know. She's waiting to get on the ride. On the ride that someone is ill on. I'm stood there thinking, I need to deal with you. You need to deal with them. And those 2 are my friends. Let them in, please. Right? Oh my god, this girl didn't even do anything. She just went like that to them. They came in. Obviously, good. I said to one of my friends, grab her water. And grab her. Good. She only had flavoured water. None of us had clean water. The tap that was in the park didn't have clean water. I think it was like recycled from one of the log flume rides. I can't remember. But so I then asked for a first aider, clean water, and an ice pack. When I tell you I was about to punch the security guard in the face because the audacity they gave me. The security guard came up to me, right? All my friends are gathered around. I'm giving first aid. I'm talking to Emma, making sure she's okay, making sure she stays, like, sane, drinking water. And the fucking security guard comes over, and I'm like, okay, she has mild symptoms and possibly mild heat stroke. She also hasn't had anything to eat other than breakfast pancakes. And she's dehydrated as hell. She's also, sorry, mentioned this, has been on every single flippy upside downy ride there that goes super fast. This is the only slow ride we went on through the day, which means this is probably why she's thrown up, because it gives her tummy time to relax and just slow down. When it slowed down, I'm presuming it said, something's not right here, sis, and made her throw up. That's why, right? This first aider says, what gives you the right to assume, be a doctor to this girl. And I go, I'm first aid trained by basically the RAF. I'm a Royal Air Cadet. Please just take her to your first aid room. Now, I think the rule about it is, if you are trained in something, say first aid, or anything like that, I'm pretty sure, in first aid at least, if you give first aid to someone, you are classed as a first responder. A first responder is someone that's seen the first person that's on that scene of the crime, of the fire, of the medic thing, right? I was the first person on that scene. I am technically then classed as her first medical responder. This guard, right, says to her, how old are you? And she goes, 16. I keep telling her, drink the water, calm down, try not to get heat stroke. At this point, try not to get heat stroke, what am I on about? I didn't say that to her. At this point, I have my umbrella open over her head, right? It's not a black umbrella, which means it's good. But I held up the umbrella to make sure the sun didn't really hit her that much. She still felt the heat, though. I also had a flappy fan, so I kept fanning her face. And the security guard said, how old are you? She said she's 16. The security guard said, okay, well, unless you're comfortable with it, I'm going to have to ask a female member of staff to come down here and go into the first aid room with you. So I said to him, why can't I just go in? And he goes, oh, so come this way. And I go, so now he's not answering me. Great, fucking fabulous. Right? I don't know what's happening to her in there. Right, I'm a first responder. First responders go everywhere with their patient because they're the one that assessed her. I'm the one that assessed her. I'm the one that gave her that treatment that then made her feel better. The first aiders did what? Oh my lord. You know what they did, honey? You know what they did? Yeah, they did. I'll tell you what they did. Gave her an ice pack full of pellets that didn't get cold and told her to stick it on the back of her neck where her spine was. Not like there, right there, at the very base of her, neck. She's doing that with the ice pack at this point in the restaurant. And I say, what are you doing? And they go, they told me to put it on the back of my neck. And I go, right, well then it's up here, is it not? And they go, no, this way. And I was like, take the ice pack off your neck. I grab the ice pack. Isn't cold. Boy, I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. Oh my god. They gave her another ice pack. This one was okay. It went coldish. She popped the thing inside of it, mixed it round. I made sure it was cold enough. Told her to put it on her forehead where her head is, because that's how you cool down. First aider comes in the room and goes, are you eating? As she's fucking putting chips into her mouth. And I look at him and I go, can you leave us alone, please? And he goes, I'm assessing my patient. And I go, she's my patient. She's my friend. Leave her the fuck alone. Listen, I love the rides at Fort Park. Just the medics, the staff. Iffy. I'm okay with 2 members of the staff there. The security guard and the rest of the staff aren't good. Okay? Sorry to hun it. Oh, also, another thing, right? So, I was sitting there, right, in the park, on a ride called the Time Machine. You can have a look at it. You can go and search it up. It's called the Time Machine. Thorpe Park. Not Thorpe Park. What am I on about? The Time Machine, Adventureland, Southend-on-Sea, Essex. But I'm sitting on this ride, and being yourself, you'd put the lap bar down, right? If you've been to a roller coaster before, you put the lap bar down yourself. This lap bar didn't make any clicks. until I put it right onto my waist. And it went... And it locked on my leg. Not my waist, where it's supposed to be. On my thigh. Halfway down my thigh. These two girls got on. Sat right next to us. They put their lap bar down and kept pulling it into their waist. My leg was purple at this time. Yep. Purple. And the girl who I first dated was sitting right next to me, and I said to her, my leg's turning purple, I need a member of staff over here, because I didn't have a great voice at that time. I couldn't shout at her, especially over all the loud music. The girl shouted at her and said, my friend's leg is turning purple, you need to release this. This bitch, who was doing the cart right next to us, said, okay, and walked the other direction. Now, there are like 5 carts before it goes to ours, right? She walked 4 down, left the girls that were screaming in pain because of the lap bar. Over every single top of the ride, there is a red light, right? A circle thing that comes out of the bar. So it's like it's a bar goes down into 2 seats, right? With the 2 lap bars. The lap bars come down, and if they're correct, the light turns red. If one of the lights in this roller coaster thing do not turn red, the roller coaster doesn't start, because it means their lap bar is not good. The light is red on ours because my leg is fucking purple. And I ask her, because she's literally standing right in front of me now. I ask her, listen, I need this lap bar to be pulled up and off of myself immediately, please. I'm really, really calm. I'm being patient. I've been patient. And I'm really, toning down my attitude for once, right? No, she's not having any of it. She goes, if I do that, the light's not gonna turn red and the rides won't start. And I go, and you'll have a lawsuit on your... And you'll have a lawsuit on your hands because you've lost a boy's leg. Now release the lap bars. And she goes, oh, and opens the lap bars. I sit back into my chair. She pulls it down, back over the same leg. Now when she's going round, I hear her say, yeah, some of these seats are made for bigger people. Me being one of them, right? No, she didn't decide to move me like she did everyone else. No. She just kept me in the same seat and pushed the lap bar tighter and tighter down my leg, which then I realised, oh dear, it's turning purple again. Can you release it again? And she was like, oh, released it again. We swapped seats with my friend. Still on my leg. And she went, well, I'm just gonna have to leave it like that. The line's red. Okay, enjoy your ride. My leg was turning purple again. Luckily enough, it wasn't the same leg. Otherwise, at that point, it would be off. So I decided to slide out of the lap bar a little bit, where my leg starts turning white again. Right? I look over, the light's still red. I'm extremely loose. I tell her, look, I'm really loose. Can you please undo the lap bar again? She's like, oh! Opens it. Fucking worst person I've ever heard. And then she goes over to the girls that were screaming. Alright, she changed us back over in our seats, so my friend is still in the same seat that she was when she began. What? Yeah, I know. Not very good, is it? She goes over to the girls that are screaming. She goes, you're being really impatient right now, and I'm gonna need you to, stop. I'm looking over at them. They look like thin. They look like thin. Like, you could literally, do that to them and boop, and they're broken. Broken forever. This girl goes, you're really impatient, and I need you to lower your voices. And they stop screaming. Okay? Cool. She opens the lap bars. She puts the lap bar down. Their light won't turn red. She blames it on them. She takes them out of the roller coaster, puts the lap bars down fully. Lights should have turned red at that point. The light still wasn't red, and the girls got blamed. Security guard got called. They tried to fix the ride. Didn't work. Ride got shut down at this point. Both of my legs are fucking purple, and I have to walk like, because I can't fucking feel them. Oh yes, so much tea in this video. Sorry, I'm so sorry this video is so long. But not one, not two. Well, not one ride, but two rides. I'm really that dyslexic. Not one ride, but two rides broke down. One ride broke down twice, so I'm counting it as 3 rides broke down. Raggy. But I do not know why all rides do not have this, but on the tiny coaster or something like that, there's this safety feature, right? Where if the chain breaks, like the chain lift, if the chain breaks or something, the coaster has a brown bar that goes like that, right? Underneath it, when it goes up the chain lift. And it hooks in to teeth that are up, right? So the teeth go like this, and the bar is like opposite to that. And it just goes up and up and up. And as soon as you're on the rails, it just stops, goes back up, we ride around again, and for the second time does the same thing. And when you're on it, you can feel it, but you can also hear it go grrrr, right? Lucky they did, because she started the ride, came round, went on the chain lift, the grrrr happened on one cart, the front cart. Chain lift stopped. Maintenance guy came over, pulled the chain lift. It was like he could literally pull it because the hook hadn't hooked onto the chain. So instead of like getting us off of the stairs that were literally next to us, he started the ride back up. And we, to be fair, we went really, really slow. So what you could hear is gut, where it was clicking in. Now, if that would have broke down while it was going up, no doubt about it, that would have probably rolled round and went like down into the next one. But still, it's the factor of the chain lift broke to the point where he could pull it with his hands, and he still tried to put it up, and it did eventually catch onto the rotor wheel that makes it go. But guess what? We went round once, we got off, and I never went on it again until like midday, which then it broke down again. But this time was different. We started the ride, and it instantly had an emergency stop. We don't know why. So we got off. I just said, you know what, it's the second time today this has happened. I am not trusting this. We're getting off. Got off, went round. We went over to the next ride. I can't remember what it's called. Started up the ride. Two of the bars in the 2 carts had broke. And they're still putting the ride on. I love Fort Park, Adventureland and that stuff, but seriously, they need to sort out their shit. Especially the first aid, okay? Anyway, sorry for the very long video. I will, as I said, be uploading more recently now. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the very next month video. I don't know. Also, oh my god, I'm so sorry I'm wasting your time right now. But also, please, down in the comments, let me know a good intro and outro, please, because I really need one. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.